Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to learn about message class in SAP ABAP. So we will see how we can create message classes and how we can use it in our SAP ABAP reports. So if we talk about message class, it is used to create messages for end users. For example, you have any ABAP program where you have any selection screen, you are entering any customer number, and if suppose the user has entered incorrect customer number, then you can display them a message as well. Like for example, you can display them error example. So similarly, there are multiple types of messages like A stands for abort, E refers to error, I refers to information, S refers to success, and W refers to warning, and then there is again X which is refers to exit. So these are the types of messages which are available, and the T code for creating message class is SE91. You can see value can be passed to a message using ampersand. Suppose you are passing any value on the selection screen and you want to display that for this field that you are getting error message. For example, there are multiple fields on your selection screen like customer number, any date field, any company code. So you can display like a message that will show like please enter the correct customer number with corresponding value that you have passed, right? Or you can say like incorrect value that you have entered on selection screen. So there is a syntax that you can use for using in your report program. For example, let me do and so yeah. So message, and then you will need to write message type, and then there is a message number, and then in the bracket you need to write the message class name. So if you see message here, message is only the keyword that you have to use. And then there is another feature that you have in message class in SE91 T code, that you can create different types of translation messages in different languages like Spanish, German, French, and there are many more. So let's quickly go to the ABAP editor mode and see how we can create it. So before that, I show you in a demo program. Let's open a new session where you will be creating a message class for using the T code SE91, you can say. Now here, if you see, you will get the message class. You can create a message class from here, SE91 T code. You can create it, you can display it, and then you can change it. And if you want to change any particular message, you can directly pass here the message number as well, and then click on display. It will directly take you to that particular message row. So let's create our first message class. And for example, I'm going to give it a name like ZMSG. Let's see whether it is available or not. Click on display. No, it's not available. You can create it. Just go to this, and then you can click on local object. You can save it here, pass any description if you want. And if you see, there are two columns that are showing here, like message number you will see, which is of 3 characters, and then there is a message short text. So let's see, if we go on to F1 play, we will see the character, how much it is allowed here. So let's see, I'm going to show you. So go to the technical button. So here you will see the table name is T100 and the field name is text and data element is NATX. So if I double click on this, you will see the data type for this. So 73 characters are allowed in there. If we just go back, similarly there is a long text message option as well that allows you to enter multiple text apart from this short text. So there is an option as well for long text as well that you can use in your programs. So where the user can click on, and similarly it will display a pop-up where that long message will be displayed, that we will see. So if you see here, there are message numbers from starting from 000, and then it ends up to, let's see where. So last one is 999. So there are almost 1,000 messages, custom messages that you can create in your web message class, and then you can utilize it. So let's, for example, give it a message short text. For example, uh, please enter the correct number, for example, and then save it it will save it and in your database, and then further you can create one more if you want, like just for example give any success message or something, well done, you can say for example, and then save it. See, if I just go back and if I want to see, like I have already known any particular message that I want to see, so you can click on just pass message class here, and then you can even do the F4 here. You will see the number of messages that are already available here. So you can directly go to, suppose I am selecting this, so it will directly take you to the that particular row only, rather than opening that T code and then going. So when there can be multiple messages, so in that case it will help, like you have 1,000 messages in this message class, then you can pass like 800, then it will be directly taking to the that particular message row, like in our case it is 001. So let's see quickly in our web editor how we can use this message class. So for that, I will be taking some example, like take any field on the your selection scheme, for example, P underscore VBELN type, and let's see, for example, that we have created earlier table. If you remember in our previous session, there had a table, and click on this. So we can utilize one of the field here, for example, VBLN here. So yeah, just take this VBLN field. We can take our data type as well from here, and we give a reference there, save it, and then activate it. So if you see, as of now, we have just created a parameter like VBELN here, the sales document number. So if I go to run and see, you will be seeing a parameter where we will be entering some sales document number here, and if it is correct, it will show you the success message. If it is not, it will show you the error. So let's do back and let's see. So we will try to fetch some value here. So let's see what data we have here. For example, let's see. So we have data something like this, 1006571. So let's try to see what we have. Select VBELN from table Z header underscore table, right? Into, we will be using ABAP 7.4 directly without going to any classical approach as of now. We discussed already on our previous sessions. So you just need to pass here like this to data, then you can pass lv underscore VBELN and a temporary variable, and we will see now where VBELN is equal to P underscore the parameter that we have created above. So if it's true, it will show you the success message. If it's not, it will show you the error message. So let's do the syntax check before the end of the program. So it is saying, oh, actually we haven't included here single, as we are only fetching the single value. So that is why we got this error. So you can observe this and learn this. Try to activate it, and we can do now size of RC check to check whether it is has fetched the correct record or not, and then based on that we can pass the error message. Do the pretty printer. So let's see how we can utilize that message class that we created here earlier, like ZMSG, and we will be using this 000 message number here. So what you need to write, you need to write message keyword, then suppose we want to show success, so success has a message type S, and then you need to pass the message number here as 000, and then in the parenthesis you need to pass that class message class name. So ZMSG, if you see, ZMSG is a class name, 00 is the number, and then S is a success type. So that way we can use this. So let's say if there is an error, we want to show what error here. So instead of just S, you need to just replace it with E only. Or let's suppose if it is successful. we want to give a success message. So in that case, we can show well done. So we can now use it 001 here to differentiate different messages here, do the pretty printers, do the syntax check and activate. So now let's put a breakpoint here and let's try to use some values. For example, we have 16571 here. Let's see, execute it, pass some value 16571, execute it, and then we can see what value we are getting in debugging. For example, click on this, so we are getting 1657 value here, and let's see what we have here. It has no value because we have still not executed this value. So if you just press F5 here, you will see the size of RC is 0 and the value is already fetched. Same value, even though we have passed this value, but it has already fetched this value from the database. That means it is true. We can pass the correct value on the selection screen, and then if you do F5 again, it will go to your message statement. It will now execute this, so you can do F6 or if even F8 on at this moment to see output. So see, you're able to see well done message as a success message. So this is a sign of success, that green you get. And now if we go just press back and now try to execute again, and this time pass some wrong value. Instead of this, just pass any value 18750, some random value which is not available here. Now let's execute it. Debugging mode will be stopped here now. Yeah. So let's see what value we have passed this value, and we have nothing in as of now. So now do F5 here. So you will see the size of RC is 4. That means this select statement gets failed because we haven't such value which starts from A18750 in our database. So it will go to directly else part if I do F5 here. You see, it has reached to this statement, and now it will execute it, and you will be able to see error message on your screen. So see, please enter the correct number. So at this time, your section screen is not visible because in the error case it doesn't show anything here. So we need to pass, go to back again, and then we need to execute again this ABAP program. So this is how we can make use of message class, or even we have used a custom message class in our ABAP program. And now see what is the use of that ampersand that we discussed in our PPT, like value can be passed to a message using ampersand. So let's see how we can pass. So for that you just need to pass width, and then you can pass this parameter that we passed on the selection screen. So just pass this and try to save it, do activate it. So this time we will be getting like what value we entered incorrect, right? So user need to know, right? If there are multiple fields on your selection screen, then on that particular we need to like emphasize like this field you have entered incorrect and please correct it. Now do execute again, pass any wrong value again, this value we can pass again, execute it and see. Now executed, do F5. As we know, it will size of RC will be failed like 4. That is why we are getting to the else part. Do F5, and now this time we will be getting the message with this value. Let's check whether we have an ampersand there. Oh no. So as of now, you will just get the value, simple value. So that is why it is not showing what value we have. So we need to pass ampersand here first. So go to the edit mode, do here, just pass here the ampersand sign from your keyboard, try to save it, it's saved. Okay, then we can go to display mode if you want, and then again comes here, and then it's already activated, just execute it again. Just pass again wrong value and execute it. Then do F5 here, size of RC will be 4. As we know, we pass this value on the selection screen, it is wrong value, do F5 again, it will go to else part, and now directly execute it to see the error message on your screen. So this time if you see, please enter the correct number and then the number that we entered on the selection screen input. So if you see, the 18750 is showing because we passed ampersand here. So similarly we can pass other ampersand here if we want to show like other values like any date or any other combination of it that we want to pass, like suppose there is a vendor number and company code. So if the vendor number is correct and company code is in correct, then we can show like this is correct but this is not correct. So that way you can display multiple messages using ABAP report. So we learned today about the message class, how we can use it, how we can create it, and then how we can even utilize it in our database or then show on your output screen. So I hope you got to learn something from today's session. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.